Have you ever felt the weight of silence? Not the kind that comes when a room goes quiet. I mean the kind that presses behind your eyes. When you know something was very wrong, but there's no language for it yet. Only pressure, a low hum under your ribs. Colleen Stan felt it the moment she stepped into the van. She was 20 years old. It was 1977. She had freckles, a soft laugh, and a backpack full of granola bars and idealism. She was hitchhiking to a friend's birthday in Northern California, something a lot of girls did then. It was the kind of decade where doors stayed unlocked and trust still outpaced fear, especially on back roads. The van that pulled up looked normal enough. A man driving, his wife in the passenger seat, a baby in the back. Colleen hesitated, then got in. That silence, it starts here. The man's name was Cameron Hooker. The woman was Janice, his wife. They seemed awkward, but friendly. He asked if she liked ice caves. They stopped for gas. He pointed out landmarks like they were old friends. Then something changed. He pulled off the road, pretended to look at the engine, and when Colleen stepped out to stretch her legs, just for a second, he pulled a knife. She didn't scream, not then, just like the Isdal woman. No sound, only stillness. In the back of the van was a handmade box, rough wood, hinged shut, lined with foam. He forced her inside it, nailed it shut, and then he drove her home. What followed lasted 7 years. She wasn't tied up in a basement. She was kept inside a box under their waterbed. Let me say that again. Under their bed, while he and his wife lived, ate, had sex, laughed at TV reruns. Colleen was in a wooden box, barely larger than a coffin. No light, no room to move. She was let out to eat, bathe, be used, then put back in. It's hard to talk about what happened to her during that time without flattening it. The violence, the manipulation, the quiet breaking down of a person until they believe their own cage is a gift. He told her there was a secret organisation watching her. The company. If she tried to escape, they'd kill her family. He made her sign a contract, calling herself his slave, and she believed him. That's the part people misunderstand. It's not just the chains. It's the story you're told while they're on. Sometimes Janice, the wife, would help her bathe. Colleen would thank her. They'd sit at the kitchen table together, sometimes pray. Colleen still believed in God. There were moments, many, when she could have run, but she didn't, because her mind was still inside the box, even when her body wasn't. After nearly 4 years, something changed. Cameron let her visit her parents. He even drove her there, posed as her boyfriend. She smiled in photos, said she joined a cult. Her parents believed her, because people believe what they need to believe, and because the mind does strange things when it wants to stay intact. Colleen returned with him. She went back in the box 3 more years. In 1984, Janice cracked. She confessed everything to a pastor, told him it was wrong, even though she'd helped. She was afraid her husband was going to turn their next victim into a replacement for her. She gave Colleen a bus ticket, told her to run. Colleen did. Cameron Hooker was arrested shortly after. Janice testified against him in exchange for immunity. And Colleen Stan, after 7 years in captivity, began again. I think about that box sometimes. Not the wood or the hinges, but the air inside. What did it smell like in month 5? What was the texture of time when you couldn't see it passing? Did she count her breaths, or did she stop keeping track? People ask her, even now, why she didn't escape sooner. She just says, "You wouldn't understand unless it happened to you." And she's right. Captivity isn't just a place, it's a story. And sometimes it gets told so many times that even you start to believe it. She works now, lives in California, speaks sometimes at trauma centers. She doesn't hide her name. Colleen Stan. She exists beyond the story, beyond the box. And maybe that's the most terrifying part for some people, that you can live through something that dark and still be here, still breathing, still whole. Try to sleep now, and if your mind builds any strange boxes tonight, leave the lid open, just a crack. Good night.